Hi everyone, welcome back to Catholic Home Life. My name is Lindsay, and today I have something that I'm really excited to share with you. It is the Catholic Mother's Planner. Now, the people who created this reached out to me and they said, if we send you a copy, would you look through it and then make a video about it and share it with your viewers? And I thought that was a great idea, and I got this in the mail. And it's absolutely beautiful and amazing, and I really wanted to share it with you. This project started back in 2017, and they have worked so hard to make this happen. It's a group of Catholic moms in Southeast London, and they're all kind of related to each other, so it's a family project as well, which I thought was really neat. And so in this video, I'm gonna give you the details about how you can get your hands on a copy of this. And then I'd like to tell you my favorite parts about this planner specifically. So first of all, like I mentioned, this was created by some women, some mothers in London, and it actually is available over in London, and then it's also available to ship in the United States. So they did that so that way shipping wouldn't get too crazy and out of hand. So they have a distributor in the United States, so if that's where you live, you can get your hands on a copy of this, and then of course it's available overseas as well. I will leave a link to the website down below where you can order your own copy of this beautiful planner. When I was looking into the planner a little bit, I also found a website where you can actually on the computer screen flip through like you're looking at the book, and then you can really get the detail of what the planner looks like. You can look at every single page and really look through it and see it, because I know that for people that are planner people, sometimes the format can really make a difference in how you think it will fit in your life. So format really matters to people, and I know that because I'm a planner person as well. So I will have a link down below to that website where you can really look at it and see if this would fit for you. This is the planner for 2019, so right now I'm filming this in the end of October. So now is the perfect time to get this book so that you're prepared for the next year. It's also a really great gift. So if you are a husband watching this, this would be a great gift for your wife. If you are a mommy watching this and you want this, you could send your husband this video and say, wink, wink. That's something that I do to my husband. I'll send him links to things that I'm interested in and like, hey honey, like you should get this for me for Christmas. And actually my birthday's right by Christmas. So Christmas or my birthday, you could get it for me. Or just get it for yourself, because it's very practical, very handy to have around in preparation for the new year. So now I wanted to get into a little bit about my favorite parts of this planner. So this is the planner that I used for 2018, and I just got this at a local store. It was very inexpensive, and there's really nothing special about it. So I tried to insert my own Catholicism into it by writing feast days, and I used a couple pages to like write prayers on and my intentions for each month. Like this was January, so I had a quote that I wrote from St. Francis de Sales, and I wrote out intentions for the month. So I tried to be prayerful about my planning, and that's just what I did. That's how I planned my year for 2018. And then I wanted to show you, I have all of these books. I think I have more around my house, but these were the ones that I found right away. Like a book of feasts and seasons, a book of Catholic feasts, continual feasts. So these are all books on how to celebrate the liturgical year in your home. And these are really great books, but this planner right here, it kind of is a synthesis of just your everyday planner and then books like this, because the first section is all the calendar part, but then the last half of the book includes a bunch of different liturgical activities that you can do. And there's also recipes that they include that you can use to celebrate the liturgical year. And I thought that was really, really cool. Also, like, here's an example on the calendar section. If there's an activity that they have in the back for that particular day, for the Feast of St. Patrick, they have an activity. And so this little picture down here tells you, oh, I should go to the back of the book and look at that activity. And it tells you what page to go to. And then if there's a recipe to make, they have a little blender picture. And that's telling you, hey, there's a recipe to go make for this feast day. So I thought that was really neat because it's kind of blending the planner with these liturgical books. But it kind of takes the guesswork out of it because instead of having to really like pour through these books and write everything down that you want to do, you can use this one book as your resource, which I'm still planning on using these other books to tie into celebrating the liturgical year. But I think that to really simplify, this book in itself would be enough to incorporate feast days into your home life. At the very beginning of the book, it has a page all about resolutions, and they all are pertaining to the Catholic faith, which I love. So it has a little place where you can write a patron saint that you've chosen for the year. That's kind of something that people do, is they'll pick a saint for the year and that will be their patron for the year. So you can write down who that saint is. And then there's like, it gives you things to think about, goals to have for your faith life as a family. There's choose a pilgrimage shrine to visit with your family. And I just love that this is right at the beginning of the book, and it's bringing this to the forefront of your mind as you're planning out your year. You're thinking about the faith and how to practice your faith more in your daily life. So I really love that. And then there's like a breakdown of the year, a list of birthdays. And then this is the month of January. They have a month at a glance with a to-do list. And then they have pages that follow that have each day of the week. And each day is separated into chunks. So there's morning, afternoon, and evening. I think the evening is a great place to put the meal that you're cooking for dinner. That's probably what I'll do. And then of course you can fill in like appointments that you have. There's quotes all over this book, which I love. Like I showed you in my other planner, I tried to write quotes every month that were inspiring to me, but this is just built into the book, which I love. They also have the Sunday readings on Sunday that will be read at Mass. And I think that that's awesome too, so that you can be prepared for Mass. One thing that I was told about this book is the creators are in London. So they didn't really put in holidays that were from particular countries. So there aren't holidays celebrated in here like US holidays or even European holidays. They tried to make it universal so that everyone could get a copy of this and they could kind of fill in what their country celebrates. But I really actually love that because the Catholic Church is the universal church. That's what Catholic means. It's universal. So having this book for all the mommies around the world, I think it really unites us. And I like that about it. So it's one book for everyone, no matter where you live, and you can just write in your own holidays that are important to you for your country. One thing that I wanted to point out that I really liked is there's a little picture of a fish every Friday, and that's just to help remind you to fast and abstain from meat on Fridays. And they have it all year long, which that's what we do in our family. We abstain from meat all year. But the other cool thing is that sometimes Fridays are solemnities or they fall during the octave of either Christmas or Easter. And on those feast days on Friday, you don't have to fast from meat. So they actually have a reminder of that. This week in April is the octave of Easter. And on this Friday, they have a picture of a steak because they're reminding you that because it's the octave of Easter and it's such a special feast, you don't have to abstain and you can have meat. So I always think that's really neat because I usually forget about that. I'll serve a meatless dish to my family and then I'm like, oh, I could have made a meat dish, but Oh well. So this is just a great way to remind yourself, and I love that it's built right into the planner. The other thing that I wanted to show you was down here on some of the pages, you'll see like a strip of color and it says Novena to Our Lady of Lourdes. So this is a reminder to tell you to start a novena leading up to the feast of Our Lady of Lourdes. And for those of you that don't know, a novena is a 9-day prayer, and they're just really powerful prayers. So it has it continuing for all 9 days. And I just think that's a great reminder, because for me, when I pray novenas, sometimes I'll forget or because it's a 9-day prayer, it's hard to really stick to it. But if you're looking at your planner every day, you will see that reminder on the bottom. And they have it throughout the whole year, leading up to different feast days. And I just thought that that was really, really neat. The other cool thing that I liked was under the heading for each month, if the church has kind of declared that month as the month of like St. Joseph, like March is the month of St. Joseph because his feast day falls within the month of March. At the beginning of each month, if that month has a special dedication in the church, it's written right underneath, which I thought was a really neat reminder as well. So basically this whole planner is beautiful because you can write all the things that you have to do in your busy life, but you will be constantly reminded of things going on in the church and different ways of celebrating your church in your home, which is basically what my whole channel is all about. I love talking about how you can celebrate your Catholic faith, not just on Sundays, but every single day. And I think that this planner will really help all the mommies who use it to make that a reality in their life. I think the moms that made this did such a really, really good job, and I will have all the information linked down below. They also told me that they're going to be working on some other projects, and I'm really excited to see that too, like children's books and things like that. So stay tuned for that. They also have a Facebook group, and like I said, all of that will be linked down below. So I hope you'll go check this out, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you next time. God bless you. Bye.